Schefter, it starts in San Francisco.
Brock Purdy has a shoulder and toe injury. Kyle Shanahan said it's a long shot he's going to play this week, which makes it unlikely. And Kyle Shanahan even said that Brock Purdy could be sidelined multiple weeks. So there's a real chance the 49ers are going to be without Brock Purdy beyond this week against New Orleans. And as long as Purdy is out, Mac Jones would wind up starting for the 49ers. Meanwhile, in Buffalo, James Cook limited in practice due to a hamstring injury. We'll see whether he can get healthy in time for Sunday's game against the Jets. Obviously, limited on Wednesday is not a great sign, but we'll have a better idea of his availability after today's practice. Hamstrings for running backs, never ideal, but we'll see if he can make it back. And the Kansas City Chiefs were without Zay. The Chiefs are preparing as if they will not have Worthy for Sunday's Super Bowl rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles. Worthy dealing with that dislocated shoulder. They already don't have Rashee Rice, so they very well could be down Rice and Worthy going into Sunday's big game.
Right. So, Shefty, on that game, what's the biggest storyline to you in the Super Bowl rematch?
Well, I think the Chiefs right now are trying to avoid going 0-2. And with all this talk about whether or not they are invincible or how invincible they are, right now they are struggling to find a way to win. And they're the only team in the AFC West after 1 week of the season that did not come up with a W.
That's right. They're 0-1 in the division as well. Shefty, thank you. As I bring it to the group here, you talk about how whether they're invincible or not. So Rob Gronkowski is on Kay Adams' show yesterday, and let me read you what he said, because if anyone knows about this stuff, it's Gronk. He knows what it's like to be on a dynastic championship team. He knows what it's like for teams to think they're going to lose before they even walk in the door. He said, remember Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas? Buster Douglas finally beat the crap out of Tyson and made Tyson not invincible anymore? Well, this is the same kind of situation. The Philadelphia Eagles opened that floodgate. Hey, if you punch these guys in the face, if you come out swinging, they're going to fold. And they're not going to be the team you saw all last year. Will Compton, do you buy it?
I buy it. This is classy Rocky 3, Greeny. Where Rocky Balboa, he's training in the fancy gyms. He's got women coming up to give him kisses. He's doing commercials. Are the Chiefs doing too many commercials right now? You got Travis Kelce getting engaged to Taylor Swift. Is there too much going on for the Kansas City Chiefs? To where if you look at Rocky 3 and the beat down that Clubber Lang puts on him, he's standing there on the beach talking to his wife, Adrian, talking about what's wrong with you. And he's like, I'm afraid to lose what I got. I feel like the Chiefs could be in an I'm too scared mentality, and they might be getting ran up on them come whenever they play this weekend.
First off, just looking out for Busting with the Boys show, you never want to go toe-to-toe with the Swifties. I'm sorry for Will Compton's comments. If you are
love
the
Kansas City Chiefs,
love the Swifties.
You don't want bad blood.
You can't have bad blood. You don't go to 7 straight AFC championships and you're soft. That is not the case. That's what's going to happen. Anytime you have Patrick Mahomes, you have Travis Kelce and Andy Reid all under the same franchise, they always have an opportunity and a chance to win. Now, with them missing the weapons they have, like Xavier Worthy, they need to get creative on the opposite side of the ball. We talked about it earlier about maybe establishing the run a little bit more, opening up some holes in the passing game. You never count out the Kansas City Chiefs. All that being said, give me the Eagles.
Here's the thing. So Rocky became, we talked about being afraid in Rocky 3, which is the second best of the Rocky movies, but don't get sidetracked by that.
4.
But here's,
Rocky 5 guy.
But here's let's not do this. Here's the thing. Dan, we're talking this way now. Okay, here's the thing. It's not so much that the Chiefs are afraid, but maybe the people aren't afraid of them, right? There was a time when the Chiefs, they probably beat you half the teams they played before they even walked in the door. You see them get going. You see Patrick says, when he does this thing, that thing, give me the play. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're done here. It doesn't look like that anymore. Has the intimidation factor gone away?
Did you guys watch the game Friday night?
Yes.
Did you see some of the absurd plays that Mahomes made?
Yeah.
They still got him. So when it's win or go home, you're still scared as heck from 15 and of 15. Now, can't. This is where I'm at with the Chiefs. It has to get better offensively. You're not getting back to the Super Bowl with this dink and dunk shotgun offense. You won't. Now, I agree. Let's give them the grace. They've earned that to get healthy with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Yep. Their pass game with the ability to create explosive plays is poor right now. It has been for over a season. If that does not improve, I don't care if it's punch him in the face, the shine, the intimidate, that won't matter. What will matter is if you don't throw the ball.
And they have to have explosive plays and circle that second quarterback, whoever's going to be playing.
Right.
Look, when you look at the Chiefs, And to your point, they've been to 7 straight AFC championships, a plethora of Super Bowls, won some. Even in the last couple of years, they've been deficient of weapons, and it has not mattered because they understand, hey, we're not trying to win the Super Bowl in week 1. We're not trying to win it in week 2. We've been here before. We understand what this is. We are building at a higher level. So it doesn't matter if the rest of the field fears them or not. It's like a father and a son. When a son gets old enough and his chest gets a little puffed out and he's ready to try you, you might not be scared, but that won't matter because you still got to see me, and you're still going to be the little one in this situation.
You want to shut out the title?
Look, this is a must-win. You go 0-2. I had that bold prediction earlier. You go 0-2. The game within the game is that if you lose this game, 85 or what's the
12.5%
over the last 35 years, teams that start off 0-2, 12.5% likely to get.
How
to the
many
playoffs.
of those have Patrick Mahomes?
No, I agree with the must-win, though. I agree. 0-2 in that division. You got the Chargers who are going to be very good. The Broncos are very good. Obviously, the division with the Raiders are a good football team. We'll see how good. The Bills, the Ravens, I agree. Must win. You can't fall 0-2.
I see a lot of green and not a whole lot of red on that screen. Before we wrap it for today, there's one thing I want everyone to see. I got Andrew Hawkins here. So here we go with Dean's note. And here's the first one. Dak Prescott playing another divisional game this week against the Giants. His career record in divisional games is 33-9, behind only Patrick Mahomes as the best since 1970. So by the way, going back to 2017, Dak is 15-1 against the New York Giants. Dan, is there any question but that he's taking that to 16-1 this weekend?
I think the Giants have a chance to win this football game. Yeah, I think they have a chance. Listen, Dallas was very impressive last week, specifically on offense. I thought their defense was really good keeping the ball in front of them. But there's urgency in New York. There's like a desperation in New York. If I'm the Giants, I'm getting the ball to Malik Neighbors very early and seeing if he can make some plays. I think the Cowboys win, but the Giants have a shot.
Let's put the picks up on the screen. You guys giving the Giants any chance in this game? I see that there was no New York Giants helmet on this screen. You guys giving the Giants any chance? They looked so bad week 1, like dispiritingly bad.
Yeah.
And Malik Neighbors ends the game with a towel over his head. What's your expectation for Sunday?
I think it's exactly what the board says. I mean, they have a hard time establishing the run. Outside of Russell Wilson's 44 scramble yards, they had nothing going when it came to the rush game. For me, this is the Dallas Cowboys GBOT. It's get back on track. It's Dak Prescott making a statement in this game. He has the record against the Giants. He's done it time and time again. He's thrown for 1 million touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. He's going to keep this one going.
And Sheffy, how quickly should we be expecting to see the rookie quarterback Jackson Dart for New York?
Well, I think he's on the clock. Again, the Giants have wanted to stave off this decision and be as patient as possible. The plan was to do it later in the year, initially, and their offensive line is not at full strength. They were still waiting to see whether they can get back Andrew Thomas. They don't want to rush him out there, but we all know what's out there, and we all know it's coming. We just don't know when it's happening.
All right, second note is the Jets and the Bills, another divisional game. Bills coming off an emotional win. Jets coming off a heartbreaking loss. Since 2020, the Bills are 24-6 in the division. That's the best record in the league. The Jets are 6-24 in the division.